All right.
So what we're going to do is we've both selected a color that we want to play, and then we're going to have a die randomly select the next color that we're going to play in combination with the color we chose. So I've chosen purple, and John has chosen
Sapphire.
Sapphire. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll roll to see what our companion color is going to be.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3. Yes, that's the one I wanted.
That's the one you wanted?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So now it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 for me.
Yes.
That's a 3. So red it is.
Okay. Red, blue, and that's going to be Sapphire, Ruby versus purple, steel. What's the purple called?
Amethyst.
Amethyst. I thought so, but I was like, what if I get that wrong?
All good.
So now we have to hopefully shuffle our cards.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. You'll get better at it the more you do it. Just have to kind of thread them together and hope for the best.
And we're blending our starter deck, so we don't have any of the other cards added that are more advanced, just what came in the starter decks.
Yeah, just keeping it kind of basic for now, and then in future episodes we'll start building our own decks and taking chat suggestions and doing things that way.
I might have to have you shuffle my deck.
No, you need to practice.
I'm not good at it. I'm really not good at shuffling. I can shuffle a regular set of cards, but I don't want to bridge these cards.
Like I don't think it's one of those things where like you can't say you're bad at something if you've not like done it.
Well, the sleeves definitely make it a learning curve.
Well, yeah, I mean they're just a new experience, and these are a little bit tighter of a shuffle. Some sleeves are a lot easier to shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the feel of these, generally speaking.
I'm just trying to
but
push them in there.
yeah, you're getting there. I mean, like I said,
John's like worried
if
about
you've
the
never
state of my cards.
If you've never played a TCG before, like shuffling can be one of the biggest like hurdles that you have to get, you have to get through. And I feel like there's a lot of people who don't really they don't really know that going into playing a new game. It's one of those like hidden skills that you have to acquire over time. They say that six mash shuffles like this is the equivalent of like a full randomization, is what they say. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but I mean it makes sense to me.
Trying also not to like look at any of the cards.
Yeah,
like keeping my head
like
turned.
It's a acquired skill that you'll develop over time.
All right, and then we can cut each other's decks.
Mm-hmm. All right, and what would you like to do? Do you want to do odds or evens again?
Sure.
Okay, call it.
I'll call evens.
I will go first.
Okie dokie.
All right, you remember the steps?
I do. We shall see.
It's been a full day.
Ready,
since we
set,
played.
draw.
It's been a full day since we've played, so we'll test Dana's knowledge.
And how much I've grasped.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we get to mulligan anything we like.
I shuffled pretty good, and yet somehow I ended up with one color as the majority of my hand here. Now that being said, I don't think my hand is awful. I think it's pretty good. I could put back this card probably. Could probably put back one of these as well, but I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. What about you?
I think I'll put back this one, and he goes to the bottom of my deck, and I draw one card. Okay.
Okie dokie.
And John goes first.
So I will start. I'm going to add Captain to my inkwell.
Okay.
And I will play Sergeant Tibbs.
There he is.
There he is.
Sergeant Tibbs.
Good old Tibbs. Go ahead. Good old Tibbies.
Okay. I'm going to draw. Interesting. I am going to ink Beast.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Pascal.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
What did you forget?
I forgot to exert.
There you go. You got it.
I didn't.
You did it. All right, draw. All right, we're not going to be able to play that one for a little while. So I think I'm going to reveal he's got a sword and put that into my inkwell. And then I'm going to play Donald Duck.
Okay.
And then I'm going to quest with Tibbs.
Okay.
So I will have one lore. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right, I ready my cards. Pascal is now ready to go. Draw. I'm going to
He doesn't know how to handle my Sergeant Tibbs. He's just too intimidating.
I'm going to ink Jetsam.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ready up Yzma, and I'm going to quest with Pascal.
And you're going to exert your ink.
Ugh, and I'm going to exert my ink. Yes. That's my problem of today.
Today's problem. All right, sounds good.
Turn in.
All right. That's a pretty good draw. I think what I'm going to do is... I think it's between these two that I want to ink one of them. Based on my hand, I think it's probably better if I ink this one. I'm going to play Scar into my inkwell.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Aladdin. When he enters play, I'm going to drain you of a lore. I gave you a lore. Oops. I wish it wasn't so difficult to subtract. There we go. And then I can't challenge Pascal because he has the camouflage ability, which means if Dana has another character on the field, which she does, that I have to basically I have to deal with any other characters before I can deal with Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
So that can become pretty problemsome. Is problemsome a word?
No, it's problematic.
Sorry, the car that was really loud that went by like broke my train of thought.
It
And
did.
I just started making up words. Anyway, so I think my best bet here is probably to just quest with both of these characters, since she only has Yzma and Pascal's too weak to challenge, so it's a pretty safe quest, I think, to just do this. And then that's the end of my turn.
All right, so I'm going to ready my characters. Yzma now comes into the field. Ready my ink. Draw my card. I believe I'm going to ink this card.
Okay.
So that gives me 3. I am going to exert all 3 of my ink, and I am going to smash.
Okay.
And get rid of your Aladdin.
Okay.
Banish Aladdin.
He gone.
And then I am going to quest with Pascal. And that ends my turn.
Okay. So I think now I can do this pretty safely. I'm going to put Donald into my inkwell. And then I'm going to play Maleficent. Forgot those are... I missed a step of my turn, teehee.
We're all learning together.
Yeah. We're in the same boat that we were in last turn, essentially. I have no way to interact with her board at the moment, so I'm just going to send my 2 knuckleheads on a quest. And then I'm done.
All right. Going to ready my characters. Ready my ink. Draw my card. Okay. I'm going to ink Sven.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm going to spend I'm thinking. I'm thinking is what I'm doing. I'm going to exert 3.
Okay.
I'm going to ready up Kristoff. And I am going to quest with Pascal.
Okay.
And quest with Yzma.
Okay.
And her ability is, you're excused whenever this character quests. Look at the top card of your deck. Put it in either the top or the bottom of your deck.
Okay.
So that basically means I have the option to see what I'm about to draw next, and I can shuffle it to the bottom of my deck if I don't like it.
Yeah, you look at 2 cards, right? Or is it just 1?
Look at the top card. So just one card.
Yeah, it gets to...
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to look at my top card, determine if I want it or not, and I indeed do. So it goes right back where it was and ends my turn.
It's always scary when your opponent keeps the card that they're looking at on the top. mean, this is a good card or a good draw. Good card too. But can't really play it yet. I mean, I could, but I don't think I want to. So I think my best bet here is to... I'll have Donald challenge Yzma.
Okay.
And so she'll deal 2 damage to the duck. He'll be at 1.
And you will banish her?
Yep, Yzma's banished. And then I will quest with Maleficent for +2. And I'll follow it up with another Maleficent.
Okay.
And then I'm done. Don't think I want to throw Sergeant Tibbs into
Ready up my cards.
into the wolves quite yet.
Draw my card. I'm going to ink Prince Eric.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to exert I know for a fact I'm going to quest with Pascal. Let's do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to exert. I'm definitely going to exert 3.
Okay.
3 of my ink. And I am going to play Rafiki, which he has rush. He can challenge the turn he's played. So he's going to challenge Maleficent.
Okay. He'll take 3 damage.
And that will banish him.
Yep. She'll be at 1 willpower.
And then I'm going to also challenge with Kristoff.
Okay.
Well, yeah. And I'm going to banish Maleficent.
Okay. And she'll take out Kristoff as well.
Does she?
Yeah, 3.
That's right. Boop. Which puts me in a bad spot. The end.
The end. All right. Draw. This is an okay draw, but I don't have anything to. I don't have any other characters to play at this point in time, so I don't think I hang on to this. I'm gonna put the coconut basket into my my inkwell, and then I'm gonna have Sergeant Tibbs take out Pascal. Tibbs will live with 1, and then I'm going to quest with both Donald and Maleficent for +3. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I don't have a follow-up to keep the pressure on.
Okay, I'm going to
How does it feel to be in the hot seat?
It is. I'm not doing good so hot this game. I'm not drawing enough to like stay relevant, I feel like. That's the hard part. Because it's like, I want to ink, but then I'm also like, I need to get people out there.
That's one of the things that I've heard about like complaints about like the first chapter is that it feels like there's not a lot of comeback mechanics that make it easy to, you know, have a chance to turn the tide of battle once you're, you know, once you're behind. Like there are cards that do it, but especially with the starter decks, it feels like it might be hard because those game changers that affect a lot of things aren't necessarily you know, multiples in the decks or in the decks like at all.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to exert all 5.
Okay.
And Floatsome's gonna come into play. He also has Rush, which again means your character can challenge when they're played.
Okay.
He also has Dexterous Lunge, which if I had Jetsam with me, that would gain Rush as well, but I do not.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately challenge, take out Sergeant Tibbs.
Okay.
Which does do 2 damage to me. And then I also want to challenge Donald.
Can't challenge twice.
Can't challenge twice? Okay.
No.
Well, then I guess I'll just be there and be square.
Okay.
And end my turn. Did I draw? Yes, I did.
Okay. Draw. Unfortunately, that's not what I wanted to draw in this spot. We're still in a good position, but it's not ideal. So we know we're doing this. We know we're going to have Donald challenge and take out Flotsam. So they'll trade off with each other. We know Maleficent's questing for +2. And then I think I'm just going to cast this. Yeah, I think I just play this so that I'm guaranteed to be able to play this card next turn. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to play 1 jump ahead. I'm going to put the top card of my deck into my inkwell face down. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. I ready up my ink. I have no characters to ready up. Draw my card.
I wish I could look at what's in my inkwell. It's like I want to know what this card was. What was it?
I'm going to do the best thing I can probably do. I'm going to ink my magic broom.
Okay.
Which gives me 6. I'm going to exert all 6. I'm going to ready up Kristoff.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smash Maleficent and deal 3 damage to her. And that'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Well, and that was the last 2 cards in your hand?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess what we're going to do is kind of have to play this, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I just play it now. We're going to play Scar. He costs 6. His Insidious Plot ability is going to give your Kristoff -5 to his strength. However, I can't challenge him, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to exert Maleficent and quest for 2. And
I have a feeling he's going to beat my booty chat.
I think that will be the end of my turn.
I don't think I've drawn enough to do well. I'm not getting good combos.
There's some pretty good comeback cards in both of those colors.
All right. So I'm going to exert 1. I'm ready at Pascal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to challenge, take out Maleficent.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
As ahead as it seems that I am, I'm not all that ahead. Although this is...
You are all that ahead. You have 14 to 4. You have 10 ahead of me.
Well, no, I mean, like, so the thing is
but
that...
I am stopping you from questing.
Yeah, the thing to remember is that, like, the lore totals really, they don't start really mattering until...
You're at the wire.
Yeah, until somebody hits, like, the 15, 17 area, where it's, like, at that point it's hard because they can just keep playing stuff that they draw and doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to, like, interact with it unless you have, like, actual... you know, what we would call hard removal.
Mm-hmm.
But
blue deck is just so good about being able to like get your ink but still have cards in your hand.
Yeah, I've noticed that it is nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Shield of Virtue, your favorite card.
There it is.
Yep. And I've actually got enough ink to do everything that I want to do this turn. So I'm gonna play Coconut Basket as well. And then I'm going to quest with Scar for +2. And then I'll pay 3 to use the shield, and I'll unexert Scar. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. These are great. I'm going to have to do this, so...
You know, the low lighting is actually not that bad, especially because our sleeves are white and like the brightness of that pulls things up. So I think it's not horrible that it's like darker.
I'm going to exert one, fire the cannons.
Okay.
Going to deal 2 damage to Scar, which puts him at 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to quest with Pascal.
I support that. Good play. All right. So I'm in a good spot. If I can draw a character, I can heal Scar. And I did draw a character, and it's a very good one. I'm going to play Rapunzel. So Rapunzel will trigger the Coconut Basket, which will heal Scar for the 2 damage. I'm not going to be able to untap him or unexert him this turn. Also, when I play Rapunzel, you lose a lore.
I mean, I don't have any to begin with. I think I lose.
It's going to be really hard to come back.
Yeah. No, I should just go ahead and shake hands.
I'm sure?
Not drawing very good.
There's only one turn left if you don't draw an answer. So let's just see what your next card is. What's your next card?
All right.
All right, Preston. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate your support.
Yeah, it's not an answer.
It's not an answer?
No.
Okay.
It's just bodyguard.
Okay. All right.
So purple and steel I don't think are complementary. I wanted to play them because steel has so many good action cards, like you can deal damage, but purple is so like combo heavy and I'm not getting any of the combos in my hands.
I think you just drew poorly.
Yeah, because I have like Broom, Eric, which would have been nice, Sven, but he's so high cost. This card does nothing. I'm sorry.
Ransack is not a good card in my
not
opinion.
At all.
I don't think it's very good.
And Float some were good. And Beast is hypothetically good, but not in round 1.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I
honestly,
just did not draw very well at all.
Yeah, I really think that you drew kind of like one half of your deck, and like that was the half of the deck that just didn't have the right mix of cards.
Nope.
It's like I drew pretty like character heavy in the early stages. Like I think my starting hand was just all characters, and so I just started like throwing stuff onto the field.
You know, you want to be drawing like character, and then start getting actions. And for me, it was just like actions, needing to ink.
And that's the hard part, where you start getting hit with like imbalance of like actions and items versus like the characters. And if one person draws all characters, and the other person has just all actions, it makes it difficult to interact with the board unless you have the balance of those things. Because like steel, for example, has really good really good interactive spells like Fire the Cannons and Smash and the.
And those are fun. You know, those are really fun to draw.
Yeah, and like Draw Your Sword. I think it's called Draw Your Swords. It's the 5.
He's got a sword.
It's the 5-cost song that that deals 2 damage to all your opponent's characters. Like that's one of those comeback cards that I was mentioning previously.
Do you want to switch hands or do you want to combine other colors or?
Let's play one more. Well, at least one more because we want to finish out the match.
Okay. Well, I want some water and a brownie bite.
Okay, here's some water for you.
You can cut the decks.
You want me to shuffle it a little bit for you?
If you would.
Yeah, it could just be that like,
maybe not.
Did you feel like you were drawing an imbalance of one color?
No, I just feel like out of the gray ones that I did draw, they weren't very helpful to support the purple I was drawing. Like Pascal's really cool, and I was like, okay, this is good. I've got a nice edge. He can't attack.
Yeah.
And I can keep questing, but then it was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Every other card I was drawing was like,
yeah. Well, then
they
again,
can't
like,
really function independently.
Now that I'm thinking about it too, there was like that turn where I think it was like turn 3. I drew Aladdin off the top, and like that 3-cost Aladdin, like you had just quested, and like I took away that that lore, and like I had 1, 2, 3, 4 like perfect curve.
Yeah.
And
like obviously when you draw Aladdin, I'm like, I gotta get rid of Aladdin because he's like the character card of the deck.
And I can like shift
the
big Aladdin onto him.
So it's like you kind of want to, you know, if you see Aurora or Aladdin spring up for Sapphire Ruby, or if you see like Elsa, is she the purple? No, Dr. Falsier.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Or who's for Steel? I think it's East.
What, with the shift
Oh,
ability?
no, it's
or?
Simba. Simba is the shift.
Oh, is the yeah.
Am I right?
Not right now. I'm okay. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so
Let me know if I'm munching. I'm trying not to munch near the mic.
I think you should be fine. I don't think the noise gate is that
4,
sensitive.
5, 6, 7.
All right, so I know I want to keep these 3, these 4 probably, 5, and then like these 2 are questionable. Like these 2 cards are like a little high costed for my hand, that the way that it is right now. So I think I'm gonna put them back and see if I can get some other stuff. I actually don't know if there's any ways to shuffle my deck with this color combination, but so yeah, I'm gonna put back 2.
I'm putting
That's pretty
these
good.
2 back.
We have some options to work with. You went with 2 back as well? Okay. All right, so I think I will start by...
Wait, you won, so shouldn't I go first?
You're right.
Ding, ding, ding. It's my only redeeming thing out
Your
of that.
only redeeming thing. All right, show us what you got.
Well, I blanked. So I don't draw. I just basically ink and play.
Yep.
Oh, Lord, I gotta ink. And consider that. I was like, wow, this is a cool card. Wow, this is a cool card.
I gotta reset the life for the lore.
So I think what I'm gonna do, since I have cooler cards in my hand.
You made me ink.
Hey, Mage. I'm going to ink Prince Eric.
Okay.
He may go look for his princess. And I'm going to ready up Captain Hook.
Okie dokie.
That ends my turn. Wait, I forgot. I exerted.
All right, so I think it's between these 2 if I want to ink one of them. There's like plus and minuses to both of these. So, but I think I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna put Aurora into my inkwell. And then I'm going to play Develop Your Brain. Look at the top 2 cards, put one into my hand and the other on the bottom of my deck. So we're going to look at the top 2 cards. I think it's probably this one. To check and see my selection here. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to select this one. And this one goes on the bottom of my deck. And then that's the end of my turn.
All right, so we ready our ink, ready our character, draw. That is a not good card for now, but a good card for later. So shall I ink? Shall I not? Shall I dance? Shall I not? We do have to ink this turn, so we shall inky. I do like that card. I do like that card. So I'm going to ink this one.
Okay.
Miss Wardrobe. And I am going to exert both ink. And I'm going to play my man, Dr. Philosopher.
Good. Now,
And then I'm going to quest with hook.
okay.
And that ends my turn. And here's what I have.
Okay, so we have lots of options.
Aw, you guys made me eat. Finding Nemo cards win.
Yeah, really.
I feel like Dory should be like the card of cards if they do a Finding Nemo. Excuse me. You know, just like you have amnesia, draw like, you know, 5 cards. You forget how the rules play.
Yeah, it just lets you cheat.
Yeah.
All right, so I have like 2 plays this turn. I think it's between playing one of these 2, but I don't really see the value in this one right now. So I think I'm probably just going to play this, and if I'm going to play that, then I'm going to put Aladdin into my inkwell.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Aurora past the turn.
Okay. So we ready up our ink, ready our cards, draw our card. Oh, that's not good. Good for later, not good for now. Not ideal for me.
Hey, Dr. Duck, how's it going, man? Good old Yu-Gi-Oh quotes.
This is not good.
Man, Kaiba was like savage. Did you ever watch the Yu-Gi-Oh anime back in the day?
I did, but I can't tell you where I got or what season or who I was with.
Did you remember how like savage Kaiba was?
Which one was that? Which character?
Kaiba was the guy who played Blue Eyes.
Oh, okay.
And he was always like really intense.
Yeah,
and
he was
like,
always very mean.
I carry my briefcase of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
He was your stereotypical like rich, like posh rival who just rubs it in your face like blue eyes, white dragon.
Like, how does anybody
Probably
know?
had
Like,
a sad, tragic backstory that made him
probably, yeah. I wonder how old Kaiba was canonically. Like, it'd be really funny if he was just like, you know, the like anti-hero of like the show and was always like, you know, so mean to everybody, and then it turns out he's like 15.
So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is, I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna have to do this, is I'm going to ink my Maleficent.
Okay.
You're probably like, why is she sad about that? But I am nonetheless. And I'm going to exert 3. I am going to
Charlie did a Google. Kaiba was 18. That's just really funny to me for some reason.
18.
Like, even that's still just so young.
I'm going to, this is kind of risky. I'm gonna quest with Hook.
Okay.
I'm also going to quest with Dr. Falsifer.
Okay.
But I'm going to
+2, right?
Yes. Play Hercules with my 3 mana. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, 3 ink, and he's going to protect Dr. Falsifer.
So he actually protects both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the way that the bodyguard thing works is that if he's exerted, he has to be challenged before any of your other cards can be challenged.
Well, then that's good because I
Yeah.
just want him to protect.
Yep.
And that ends my turn.
And protect, he will.
Wait, does he count if they're questing? He gets a point for questing too?
He does not. He's
Okay.
being played into exertion
A different way.
with his bodyguard.
I didn't know if he could. Can he quest?
He can.
If he's just by himself, not protecting anyone?
Yeah, any
Okay.
any card that has a lore marker can quest.
Cool.
But there are cards like 5-cost Maui doesn't have a lore or
Is
yeah.
he a bodyguard?
He's not. He's a rush.
Okay.
He's a 5-cost. I think he's 6.
He's just strictly there to
I
challenge.
think he's a 6/5 with rush.
Maui?
Yeah.
Because in the steel deck, I think he's 8/8.
Yeah, he's a ruby. He's a rare ruby card.
Okay.
It's a very good card. But yeah, he can't quest.
Thanks for following,
Yes, thank you.
Bjorn
Thank you.
dude. I hope you're enjoying. This is what. Don't look, John.
I'm not.
This is what I have currently.
Okay, so I think I need to play one of these. I'm gonna play Maleficent into my Inkwell,
Okay.
and then I'll play Mickey Mouse Detective. He has the Get a Clue ability, so he enters play. I'm gonna put the top card of my deck into my Inkwell face down.
He is a
exerted.
good card.
This is a very good card, yes. And then I will quest with Aurora for +2.
You
And
done?
that'll be the end of my turn. Yep.
Okay. Ready up our ink. Ready up our friends.
And this is where my hand is at the moment.
Draw our card.
Pretty good. I think Dana has the upper hand at the moment. I think we have to prioritize getting rid of Dr. Falsier if we can.
So what I'm going to do is Hercules is going to sing for me.
Okay.
And he's going to sing Friends on the Other Side.
Good.
Character with a cost 3 or more can sing this song for free, and I draw 2 cards.
Yep. So chat, if you're new to the game, there are action cards that have the sing subtext, like this one. This is Friends on the Other Side. The way that songs work is that they can be sung by characters with equivalent cost. So Hercules has 3 costs and Friends on the Other Side is 3 cost. So what you can do is exert this character, the character with the equivalent cost, and then the song can be played for free. So it happens that Friends on the Other Side is a really good draw spell. And then it works doubly well with Hercules because Hercules has that bodyguard. So him being exerted means I still have to get through him to try to interact with either of these two.
So I'm going to ink Beast.
Okay.
Gives me 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to exert 2. And I'm going to play Magic Broom, which says when you play this character, which I just did, you may shuffle a card from any discard into its player's deck.
Okay.
And so I'm going to shuffle Friends on the Other Side back into my deck.
Sounds good.
Should I just slide it? Well, no, that's not shuffling. I'm going to slide it in the middle and then shuffle.
Okay.
Does that work, or is there a different way I should do it?
That's totally fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you put the card when it goes back into your library or your deck. It's just as long as you shuffle afterwards.
Okay.
That's the determinant.
So I kind of cut them all in half. Is that good enough? You want more?
It's fine for right now.
Okay. So I don't know. That probably just messed me up because I was drawing really good. So I did that. I have 2 ink left if I want to decide to do something. I am going to we have Mickey and we have Aurora that we're dealing with on the board. And do 1 and do 2. I'm going to quest with Captain Hook.
Okay.
And I'm going to quest with Dr. Philosopher too. And that will end my turn.
I think we should strive to call him something different every time.
We can never pronounce his name.
No, I think it's Falsier, but it's like...
Did I call him Falsifer?
Yeah.
I think of Calcifer, and then I say Falsifer.
That's understandable.
Dr.
Falsier.
No, because it's F-A-C...
Facilier.
Facilier. Dr. Facilier. I'm going to just call him, Are you ready? Are you ready?
I mean, okay, that's fair. I know what you're talking about.
Someone help us, chat. We're never going to be able to say his name right.
Man, that Hercules is just in the way. I mean, I guess that's the point, being that it is a bodyguard. Well, shoot. Yeah, I'm not really sure what my best options are at the moment. Like, I just can't really deal... I can't really deal with Hercules is the problem. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Maleficent, since I now have a card that can reasonably deal with Hercules. Like, I could send both of these in against Hercules and defeat him, but I just don't think that's where I want to be at the moment. I do think I want to play... I think I want to play this and put this into my inkwell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing with Mickey to play 1 jump ahead for free.
Okay.
So I'm going to put a card from the top of my deck into my inkwell face down. And then I'm going to ink Coconut Basket for my ink return. And then I don't know if I should ink with Aurora here. She could challenge it with the good doctor over there. There's not much I could do otherwise. I think I'd just pass.
End your turn?
Yep.
All right, I ready up my ink. Ready my friendos. Draw my card. All right, let's see what I'm working with. So I've got a lot on the board this time. Last time, I was not having a good time with the board, so I have more options. Last time it was just like every card you need to play, otherwise you're behind.
Yeah, this is an interesting game. We both have like...
We're drawing really good, I feel like.
You have 4 cards, I have 3 cards, like... We're definitely in an interesting situation.
So, I think think I'm going to...
I need to update my MooBot. Don't listen to MooBot chat. It's outdated.
Outdated moose.
Discord is correct, though.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to do that.
Okay. Do it.
I am inking Yzma.
Okay.
That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that didn't work out because I didn't read my card. But I'll keep it. We'll go with it. At least it gives me 5 now. Okay, and that means I will ready up Simba, my bad lion over there. He's not bad. He's a good boy. And that will exert all of my ink. One day I'll manage to turn them cool like John. So put my deck down. Let's see, what can I do? I think I will use Hook to banish Mickey. He gets Challenger +2, so his strength becomes 3. So
Okay.
we'll kind of remove each other.
Yours doesn't. He only has 1 strength.
Oh.
So your Hook will live.
My Hook lived!
Yep.
I didn't think he would. Good job, Hook. No banishment. So I know that for a fact. I want to do that. Your other 2 are not currently questing, so I will have to think.
Forgot what's in my hand. Okay, we've got some decent stuff.
I would like
This is
to...
pretty good.
So I have to make sure I prepare.
Be prepared.
Yes, because Maleficent can rightfully take out my Hercules. So I need to make sure I'm not left vulnerable. So I think what I'll do is I will
I'm gonna move this guy over here.
No, he's my
Unclear.
ready up pile.
That doesn't exist.
Yes, it is. It's so cool when you just have them stacked vertically and then they shift into place. Leave me
Okay.
alone.
All
Leave me
right.
alone. So remind me again, Hercules can quest.
Yeah.
Because he's not doing anything.
Yeah, so he can quest.
But if he quests, does he not bodyguard?
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, his bodyguard text allows him to. He's forced to be challenged before anything else, regardless, as long as he's exerted. The only
Okay.
other thing that the bodyguard does is that he can enter play exerted.
Yeah. And I do believe that I'm going to quest with my broom.
Okay, +1.
I am going to quest with Hercules.
+1.
And Dr. Falsio is going to stay snug where he's at.
All right. So her not questing with the good doctor over
I
there.
forgot his name. I called it wrong again.
I'm just gonna call him the good doctor. So her not questing with him kind of tells me that she might be trying to set up a play with the big shift version of him later on. She doesn't want me to take it out so that she can play that later.
I've never shifted before, in fairness.
Yeah, well, you have the
One day, maybe
you have the
it will.
ink to do it, and he's a very strong card. So I've gotta hope that that doesn't come down the pipe. Okay, so we need to start chipping away at her lead. She's got a lot of stuff going on over here. Simba is going to be a problem. Whenever Simba banishes a character in a challenge, that player gains a lore.
He is a fighty boy. He protects his pride rock.
There is. So let's see, what can I reasonably do here?
Are you ready?
All right, so I think we're going to start by having Maleficent take out Hercules.
All right.
So
Herc
she'll-
has been banished.
Maleficent will take 3 damage. I'm going to use 2 ink to play LeFou. And LeFou will fan the flames and ready a chosen character. I'm going to ready my Maleficent. And then I'll have Maleficent challenge the brooms, and they'll both die.
Vanished.
And then I'll use Aurora to challenge Captain Hook and take him out.
Ooh.
So she'll take a point of damage. And then with my remaining 4, I will play another Maleficent.
This is where I think John will take the lead.
I don't know. That Simba is going to be kind of a problem. And I'm not really in a great spot to start questing. So that's all I've got for now.
Okay.
But I think it was really important to make the move that turn to take stuff out, because if she does have the big version of him, the shift version, everything that I challenge would just go back to her hand, and that's like basically game over at that point. So I needed to do it that turn.
Draw my card. Yep, and Simba comes into play now. Let's see. So I'm going to Yes, I believe I'm going to, before I ink, I'm still thinking about if I want to ink, so I'm going to exert 5.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to play Grab Your Sword.
Oh!
So that does 2 damage to each of your characters.
Oh boy. Alright. Well, that's not good.
I'm definitely challenging with Simba to finish her off.
She's not exerted.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind. But I did damage them, chat.
Yeah, that's the second one.
So I'm going to then... I'm going to then...
I hope you don't have too much more, because that was what we would consider a blowout.
Yeah. 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 And then I'm going to, and then I'm going to, and then I'm going to, and then I'm going to. I'm going to ink my smash.
Okay.
And then I'm going to I'm going to stay snug where I'm at. No questing.
Okay.
And end my turn.
All right, we're gonna need to draw something good here. That's not really all that exciting. I don't think I have anything that costs 7 that I mean I do, but it's nothing that I can't play next turn. So I think I just go ahead and play Mufasa for 6. Well, no, I don't want to do that. I think I just play that and then end my turn.
Okay.
We just have to hope that
ready up my ink.
we can
draw my card.
So we're just trying to stabilize a little bit here. He's pretty far ahead.
Not much of anything.
I don't remember what all I have in the Sapphire card pool. I know Aladdin costs 7, and that's like my key card for this starter deck. But
I'm going to exert 3.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ready up Kristoff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
It's father versus son. I do think it's interesting that they can't banish each other in a challenge.
Mm-hmm. I think I am going to going. Or maybe not.
You don't want to going.
Yeah. It's hard because I'm like, I don't want to like wipe my board. I want to quest, but then I leave myself vulnerable. And then it's like,
That's my hand.
or
right
do I tug your leash a little bit?
now. Ooh.
Because if I do nothing, you can quest for technically 5 for the next turn, which would catch you up to me.
But you know I won't do that.
Oh yeah, you don't think you'd quest for 5?
Not in this spot.
Yeah.
No, you're still ahead of me, so I would prioritize fixing the board more. Oh, no, I hope I wasn't shaking the camera when I was shaking my knees. I have to be aware of that. Don't want to give chat shaky cam over here.
I guess. I think I will quest with Simba. And that'll end my turn.
Alright, so I'd like to draw something good. Okay, that'll help. Maybe. I'm going to use Develop Your Brain. So I'm going to look at the top 2 cards, put one in my hand and the one on the bottom. This is actually pretty good. This is also okay. These are the choices, so you can see them a little bit better. I think I am going to go with this card over this one. So I'll put that one into my hand and one on the bottom. I have 4 ink remaining, so what I'm going to do is use 4 of it for Aurora, and I'll give Simba -2 to his strength. So he'll have 1 right now. And then I'm going to challenge Simba with both of my characters and banish it.
Yeah, that makes it hard for me because I didn't account for an Aurora.
So my Maleficent will have 1 health remaining, and my Mufasa will have 5 health remaining. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. Ready up my ink, ready my characters. Draw my card. This is where it gets bad.
Yeah, drawing the developing brain.
I was drawing
in that
really
spot,
nice. No, I'm not, chat.
Yeah. That turn would have been rough for me if had I not found the Aurora.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to exert 3, ready up the wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to I'm going to have to do it. I'm gonna just have to do it, chat. Gonna have to do it. That's going to be, I'm going to challenge with Kristoff. Do damage to Mufasa.
Okay.
Banishes him. And then I'm going to challenge Mufasa and banish Dr. Falsier. Doctor, good man, bad man.
Facilier, Falsier, Falsifer, I don't know.
And then that unfortunately has to end my turn.
All right, we're starting to turn the corner.
He is. Blue usually gets really good late game.
We'll see if we can keep the pressure on. Ooh, that's a good draw. That is a good one. All right, so I'm going to use 2 for Coconut Basket. And then I'm going to use 4 to play Pongo, which triggers the Coconut Basket, and I will heal Maleficent for 2. She is a 3/3 at the moment, and then I will quest with Aurora and with Maleficent for +3. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
I drew the Coconut Basket that turn.
Draw a card.
That was nice.
So I am going to, this is good. This is very good.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm going to, maybe not. I have the amount, so it's fine. I'm going to, When you exert a character, they're just exerted. They're not challenging or doing anything, correct?
Correct. Yeah. The act of exerting is just turning the cards sideways, and then you are choosing what the effect is.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to exert 3, and I'm going to play Friends on the other side. That makes me draw 2 cards. Interesting. I haven't seen this card before, so that gets rid of that card. I'm going to
My only card in hand. So I have 1 card. She has 3.
Oh, okay. You only have 1. This might be good for me. What's her health again? 3/3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 willpower remaining.
So I'm going to ink Olaf.
Okay.
Does it go up? Right? Okay. So that gives me 7. I'm going to challenge with Wardrobe, get rid of Maleficent.
Okay.
Which leaves me down to 1. But 3, right? Okay. And then I'm going to exert 4. I'm going to ready up Jafar.
Which one is the?
He has Challenger Plus.
Challenger +3. Wow. Okay.
And then I'm ending my turn.
All right. We're just throwing haymakers back and forth at each other here. All right, big draw. Is that really that good? I guess that's not terrible. Not terrible. Okay, so I'm going to have Aurora challenge and finish off the Wardrobe. So she'll take 3 damage and be at 2 willpower remaining. Pongo has Evasive, so I'm going to quest with Pongo for +2. He can only be challenged by characters with Evasive. So
if there's another character on the field?
No, just Evasive. That's just pure Evasive.
So he's not.
So let's just say like Jafar doesn't have Evasive, so he can't challenge Pongo.
Yeah, no, I get that much.
But if you had another Pongo of your own, then you could challenge them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just count everything out here. I believe I have enough to do everything that I want to do. So I'm gonna do Excerpt 1 for Shield of Virtue.
Remind me what that does.
That's the pay 3 to ready a character.
Mm.
So then, and it can't quest for the rest of the turn. So I'm going to use the 3 to activate the shield, and I'm going to ready my Aurora. And then I'm going to use my remaining 2 to play Donald, and then that'll trigger the coconut and heal Aurora, for 2. So she's a 2/4 right now.
2/4.
And that'll be the end of my turn. I had just enough ink to pull all of that off. So
all right.
That's
my
nice.
ink. Draw my card.
I haven't decided how I want to play my items. I don't know if I want to do them like behind my stuff, or this is kind of a tight board space if I do it like this. I think I prefer just...
Okay, so I'm going to exert 5.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to play Beast.
Oof, that's a good one.
Beast says when you play this character, you may banish chosen item.
All right, which one? Which one's going?
I think I'm going to banish, since you don't have cards in your hands, I think I should probably banish the shield.
That's a good call.
And then I'm going to
This is a close game.
It is.
This is a really close game.
It's a very long one too. I think this is the longest game we've played.
The longest, like, real game, yeah.
And then I think what I want to do is... Hello, kitty. I know I want to challenge with Jafar. And his gets Challenger +3, so he becomes a 5.
Remember, he has evasive.
Yeah, he gets 5/5. So, oh, prickle paw.
So what are you challenging?
Oh, I guess I can't, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought about it. So I guess what I'll do then I'm going to exert my last 2 and play Frying Pan, which is chosen character can't challenge during their next turn.
Okay. Are you going to use it right away, or?
Oh, I can leave it on there?
Yeah, it's an item. You can use it on any of your turns.
I think I want to use it this turn. But who? I think Jafar is going to quest.
Okay.
And
you go to 10.
Let's say yeah, I'm going to use it. Donald cannot challenge his next turn.
About 30. That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
So Donald cannot challenge.
Donald can't challenge. You got it. Okie dokie. We have no cards in our hand until we draw, so big draw step. That's a card. That's a pretty good card. Cat is pawing at me and is thing. Whew. So we can't unfortunately take out Jafar this turn, even if I sent in both Aurora and Pongo. So since that's not an option, I think I think what I'm gonna do is quest with Pongo. We know we're doing that because he's evasive. So we have that as an option. And then I think I'll just play my 5-cost Maleficent. And that will trigger the coconut basket and remove the last damage from Aurora. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Bring them up. Bring them up.
Somehow we still find ourselves behind. Oh no, that's not a good laugh, chat. I think she pulled something good there. Uh-oh. We finally start turning the corner and then she draws a good card. Uh-oh.
So nice. I'm gonna exert one and ready up goon. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She subverted my expectations.
Great.
She hit me with the goon.
And
She hit me with the goons.
let's see. I think I'm going to just stay where I'm doing that and pass my turn.
Okay. All right. Well, we're in a good spot. I think we needed her to not have a good card, and Goons was not a great card. Okay, that's interesting. So I think I'm just gonna send in the whole team for questing.
Which basically makes you win.
Maybe, maybe not. So I'm gonna gain 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go up to 16. And then I will play the goon of my own.
All right.
So this play sets me up to win, but it also leaves me open to counter plays. He does have a good challenger, a beast, and the goons to be able to deal with my stuff.
And I already drew, so I'm just ready.
Yeah, you just do your thing.
Okay.
Like, I think she'll want to prioritize trying to take out one of these two since they're my highest lore count.
But I can't take out Pongo. He's permanently there.
Yeah, not without some sort of action.
So
spell.
basically, I'm going to challenge.
Okay.
Going to challenge with Jafar for sure because he becomes a 5/5. So I'm going to take out, well, not take out, but I'm going to do the most damage to Maleficent. That puts her down to 1.
Yep.
That puts me at 2. And then I'm going to Finish Maleficent with Goon, which also takes out Goon.
Goons are down.
Look at that baby. And then I'm going to challenge with Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to remove Donald. Or maybe, wait, let me think. Yeah, Donald.
Okay.
And that leaves me at 2.
Does she have a way to deal with something else?
Then I'm exerting 1, setting up Olaf.
She doesn't have it. All right. We won.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Quest.
I
and
just
that's it.
started to not draw anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You win.
That's what I feel like that's what the Sapphire is really good at, is just
You have an answer for everything.
turning the...
Yeah, late game turn.
Well, I think
Sapphire is very good for that.
a big part of it is that you've got like these cards that have really good, strong stats. You've got like Mufasa has the 4/6.
Mm-hmm.
The Maleficents have the 4/3 and the 3/6. Like there's just a lot of stats that are difficult to interact with cleanly for a lot of decks, I think.
Yeah. What would my next card be? Flotsam, which would have been nice.
One of my Dragon Fires was one of the random cards that got put into my Inkwell from the Mickey, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one was the Scar.
I would have had a nice answer the next round. Flotsam's Instant Rush.
Oh yeah, that's what you needed that turn to keep things going.
But nope,
I think.
Olaf and Goons.
Olaf and Goons. Yeah, definitely not the definitely not the ideal
no
sequence of draws.
We were
there.
so like neck and neck for so long.
We were,
I like that. I like that. So I'm glad to know that this deck does have potential.
Yeah.
These 2 colors with the starter decks if you draw good.
Yeah, yeah, and that's really what that game I think came down to, was just that
drawing.
My late, when we were both like top decking and we had no cards in our hand, like my draws was like Maleficent and like something. I think there was like one other card that I drew that helped me like just get a small edge, and then that small edge just kind of snowballed when you didn't have good draws towards the end there.
And like some of these cards I've never even seen before. And I'm like thankful I at least like drew them. I've never drawn Mickey, Sorcerer Mickey. I've never drawn the other shiny.
Well, there's only one copy of the super rares. Like,
yeah, I know, but I'm like, I haven't drawn like the Mufasa or Simba shiny one either.
Sure. So yeah, I mean, I was pretty pleased with the way that the red and the
blue played
together. It didn't feel like there was any like anti synergies going on by like switching up the colors. Of with what we were playing. So yeah. I like that a lot. I would do this again, and use green and amber as the other colors, just to test them out and see what happens. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I think looking at the time now and looking at the time of the stream, I think it's probably a good stopping point for us.
Yep, we gotta go take care of our little nuggy.
Yep. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I appreciate it. I hope that the slight changes that we made to the stream setup, the different sleeves, and tried to mess with the lighting a little bit to make at least the majority of the playmat, the cards on the playmat, more visible. So hopefully that helped. And we're also going to be tweaking our audio slightly as we
see if it can be a little bit more clear.
Yeah, try to get some more crisp audio.
I'm working on lighting.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be making a lot of improvements over the next few streams to try to get everything as as high quality as possible.
Mijohi asks, what camera are you using above?
It's a Logitech C920, I believe. I'm depending on how things go. I may switch over to my other webcam, which I was using for my streams prior to this. It's a Logitech Stream Deck, so it's a much higher quality camera. But I may switch over to that. But overall, I've been pretty pleased with the overhead for now. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't watched the episode 1, it's on YouTube. So make sure you head over to my YouTube channel, John TCGs. Check out the box opening we did, as well as the VOD of episode 1 of Lorcana Live. And then the video of today's starter deck shuffle will be up on YouTube probably, I want to say probably tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, then Monday. So we'll, this one, the VOD of episode 1 would have been up earlier.
Computer just did not want to let it go.
Oh my gosh, I tried 5 times to render that video, and it just didn't want to go through. So yeah, that was a struggle. You have a question in chat. Says, how is the supply of Lorcana cards? I'm from the Netherlands, and supply is really bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad here too. I've heard that the only place that the supply is somewhat plentiful is in the UK, oddly enough. But most all the local game stores here sold out pretty much instantaneously. Yeah. So we're kind of waiting for the big box store release on the 1st to try to pad our collection a little bit more when that happens. But yeah, good luck getting your cards. It's definitely worth it. I've been having a blast playing this game, and
yeah, it's my first time playing a TCG, so I'm enjoying it so far. I'm getting more competitive.
Yeah, no, it's really great. Like I'm a competitive Magic player. Dana doesn't play Magic, but
I just really love Disney.
Yeah, and so like this was a perfect
Compromise.
melding. Yeah, perfect melding of our interests, because this game is very similar to Magic in a lot of ways, and so it made the crossover pretty seamless. So very happy with that.
Yeah, good luck getting your cards. Oh, for her too, especially.
Yep. And that's actually been the thing that I've liked so much about this game, is that it seems that a lot of people are picking it up to play with their spouse or their significant other, or
even their kids.
Yeah, especially their kids. And it's just really nice to see a lot of people who wouldn't otherwise be interested in card games getting into it. It's kind of like how Pokemon did when the Pokemon card game came out.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. But
yeah.
All right, guys. Once again, we're thank you for being here. We're gonna head out now. If you haven't already followed the channel, make sure you do so, and also head over to YouTube, John TCGs, and watch all the content.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
See ya. Thank you for following.
Thanks for watching.